What's up, guys? Rob from Rob and Zach Garage here. Today, we're going to be installing this new dash right here, this new digital, display setup and everything, GPS, all that on this RX. This is 2017 RX350. We're going to go ahead and open it up. This is the, Chinese setup, as you can see. This aftermarket one is going to be replacing the OEM one, and I believe it's actually a little bit longer and bigger screen and nicer setup, and it allows Apple CarPlay, and it also has 4G and GPS and all that capability. Although we're not going to be hooking up the 4G abilities because, we don't need that. Let's go ahead and see what it looks like. All right, guys, so here's how it looks. This is what comes inside of the box here. Boom, boom. Here's the whole setup. Let me compare it to this one really quick for you guys. So here's the difference in length, you see. Probably about the same height. It's just this one sits down. This one's sitting down inside the dash. This one's above, as you can see. But you can see the difference in the length. This one's a little bit longer and everything. All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and set this down on the ground. And in here, we've got the, the hardware and the cables and everything that we also got installed with it. All right, so we'll take everything out. We'll get ready to rock and roll, and let's begin the disassembly of the OEM dash. All right, so the first thing we're going to be doing is removing these two trim pieces. We got one right here. As you can see, the one that I'm pulling on right here. And then we got this one also right here that we got to pull out of here. I'm going to go ahead and use these panel popping tools that I got to my advantage. Go ahead and use these. There we go. Yeah, it ain't hard at all to pop these joints off. Boom. And then you just pop that off. Boom. That's all. Put that in the back seat out my way. Same thing with this one right here. Oh, I ain't have to use no popping tool for that. Now we're gonna go ahead and pop this piece off right here, this long metal piece. Should be able to just pop it towards you. Pull it, there we go. Boom. Just like that. Boom. Throw that in the back seat. Once you get that done, you wanna, pull these panels down. Boom, I just pulled it from the top here. Then you wanna, pull this whole piece out. So you should be able to pull this whole thing out. There we go, boom, just like that. Now this we gotta disconnect from the back side here. Let's see what we got going on. We got a black plug we gotta disconnect from here. Cool, I just pressed the flathead down inside of there to get this all the way out, boom. Throw a little towel over top of your shifter knob and everything because we don't wanna scratch anything up. And we're gonna go ahead and start pulling this whole unit out here. By the way, it's pretty obvious, but if you haven't done this by now, I recommend disconnecting the battery. As a matter of fact, I'll disconnect both terminals just because. Boom. Those are just 12 millimeters. You just take off, boom, boom. Better safe than sorry, all right, guys? So we're gonna take our fingers, push down. Should push down like these little levers right here, like these little clips almost. You'll feel them when you push down on it, and you wanna pull out. I don't know if I can do it with one hand. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. That's out. I'm just gonna get the bottom part out of here. All right, y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm watching a video on how to install this, but the video is terrible. That's why I'm making my own video to how to install this, so you guys can see really how to install it correctly. Jesus Christ. These people have a video installation. They're installing it. They got some stupid music in the background. I'm already triggered. And then they're like acting like they're removing screws and stuff and skipping steps and not showing you the full thing. And, they're faking it all, basically. Like they'll remove something and have a little screwdriver and fake like they're taking it out. Like, yo, the screwdriver isn't even angled at a screw. So I'm getting upset. So I was able to pull this top part out. Now the bottom part's not coming out. So what I did was I yanked this little piece out that was right above here, this little, holder area out. Yanked that out. With a little clipper. I did it correctly. It ain't broken. I just yanked it out. Try to see a little bit more about this. So I come to find out there's a 10 millimeter that I hope goes to the dag, and I hope that's what's holding it in. There's a 10 mil, if you can see it, right up here. All right where the ignition is. Boom. It's right up inside of there, man. So I'm gonna get this extension. I'm gonna loosen this up, take that 10 mil out, and hope to God that this is what I gotta remove. And it looks like on the other side in a similar area, there's something like that also. So, is it a 10 mil or is it not? Yeah, it's 10 mil. All right, let me get this with two hands so I'll make sure it don't fall out. Jesus Christ. All right, y'all. So that was what we had to take off. Look, see how now it's loose? Now I'm assuming there's another one on this side that's all the way up inside of here. Boom, all the way up inside of there. So I'm assuming this one I never had to take off. Matter of fact, I took this one off and it fell down inside of the, I gotta go find it now. Jesus Christ. All right, so that's what we gotta take off, y'all. That's the one you gotta remove right there. All right, let's try to do a little reset and, you know, a little boost of morale and just try to knock this out, y'all. All right, y'all, so we got both of them out. Off that side, which was a biatch to get out, because I had to put this up in there at the angle with the long extension. And the other one, now let's see. There we go. Jesus Christ. All right, like I said, we reset. We're not getting triggered. We're going to reset. Now we're going to unplug all these daggone cables. We'll unplug that. And hold up. All right, y'all. So the next thing we're going to do is unplug all these top joints right here. Boom. Next one. Boom. Next one. Boom. Next one. Boom. Boom. Cool. All right, we all good. All good. Good. Now what we're going to do is get this popper tool, put it up inside of here. Boom. We're going to pop this up. Boom. Boom. Come on. Boom. Good. Take this. Set it to the side. Now we're gonna get, what are these, 10 mil? Take the 10 mil, take them all the way out. Be careful. Don't drop them down inside the dashboard. You don't want that to happen. All right, take them all the way out. Now the back piece here, you wanna try to remove this. You might be able to get it with your bare hands, like me. Yeah, there we go, boom. Pop that off, throw that to the side. Now this whole screen should come up out of here. See that, gotta come out them little holes right there, boom, boom. So we got another 10 millimeter we gotta remove back here. Let's go ahead, remove that. So I just loosened that up and took the screw out of there. Boom, put that in pile with those. Now we should finally be able to lift up out of here. Boom, good. We lifted up out of here. All right, now what we're gonna do is unplug all this crap from the back of this thing right here. Boom, boom. And then this little clip piece right here. Matter of fact, I'll do that correctly. I just broke it a little bit. Hold up, let me do that. Let me take this correctly off. So I just got flathead and pushed in both sides. Boom, take that up. Now this whole radio should come on out. Boom. We're gonna set this to the side inside of the box because we don't need this anymore. Hopefully we won't. Now we're gonna go ahead and get back in. The video that I'm watching in China when they're installing their thing, I'm not sure how the Chinese vehicles are different from the American vehicles, but they've got a big old like wiring harness that they're pulling through and removing and all this and that. I don't even think we're gonna have to pull this through and really remove it because, you know, look at it. It's nothing. It's a couple low cables. They had like a whole slew of cables here and everything, so that's why they're removing theirs. I think I could just tuck this back here a little bit and just don't even worry about it. You know what I mean? Boom. Tuck it back behind that. Don't even, you know, out of sight. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is get this wiring harness that they provided, and we're gonna start to plug it into the back of here. I'll show you guys which cables go into what, and then after that, we're gonna sit it up through the dashboard to connect to the new dash setup right here, okay? All right, so check it out. We got two wiring harness setups right here. This is the blue lines with the pink cables, and we got the brownish, blackish lines right here with the pink cable, and the same thing out on this opposite end of this right here. You're gonna plug that into here. Then you're gonna take the opposite line and take this cable, which is the, you know, multicolored one, and plug it into the other end of this, if that makes sense. Boom, so this goes into here. I gotta do it with two hands. So that goes into there, and then this goes into here. So I went ahead and plugged back in these with this blue tie around this. These three, the white one here, the white one right there just below it, and then the black one right to the right of these two, okay? I plugged those back in. Those are to the OEM wiring harness, okay? Now what we're gonna do is take the very bottom one right here, unplug that. There we go. And we're gonna take this, which is, you know, to the aftermarket wiring harness, plug it into here, boom. And then the one that we just unplugged, we're gonna plug into the opposite end of the orange setup right here, okay? So it's gonna look like this. These colors go to the orange one, and then that goes to there, the bottom right corner, okay? All right, so the next one is pink and orange. You're gonna plug that into here. Boom, so you slide these joints in. They don't like to click in here. There we go. I plugged that other one in too. This is the OEM one. This is a stock joint that came in here. We just had to unplug that to get to this bottom one, okay? So plug this in, boom, which is the aftermarket wiring harness. And on the other end, you're gonna plug back in, which the one that went here, which I believe, geez, this is a mess right here, man. This is crazy. Is this one right here. Yep, which is the, what is it, yellow, black, white, and brown cable. Is gonna go into this one right here. If I can get it in with one hand. Probably not, so I'm gonna plug it in. All right, so boom, boom, plug those in. All right, y'all, so let's do a little quick rundown. That way, you know, if you got any questions, you know that you got it right. Look, we got, dang, it's a little blurry. All right, so we got this one right here, boom, boom, boom. You know, check it out, check it out. If you're confused on anything at all, you can see what I got plugged in, what you got plugged in, what the differences are. All right, and let's see, from here to there, we got that. We got this right here, going to the bottom part. This going into the actual ride. We got one cable that's not doing nothing. That's normal. That's good. You know, check it out. All right, y'all. Now, on the other end of this whole setup, we got this, all this stuff, which is gonna go up inside of the dashboard. We're about to tuck it in right now, and we about to be done, man. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna take these cables and we're gonna push it into here, up, until it comes out of here, this hole right here, all right? And we're gonna pull it up out this hole, all the cables, make sure they all pulled in, or pulled out, and then we're gonna slide all this stuff in, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and start it up because I can't do it with one hand, so I'm gonna start it. But just, you know, like I said, we're gonna slide it all the way inside of there. It's gonna go up, it's gonna come out of here, and then we're gonna slide this in, okay? So let's go ahead and get that done. Now, the ones that we don't wanna slide all the way to the top are gonna be these two, the longest ones, because these are what you connect your phone to hook up your, you know, AirPlay, whatever type of crap you wanna do, your screen mirror and all that stuff. So we're gonna use this to slide up into there, okay? Let's get it. All right, check it out. I got it barely with my fingers right here, y'all. So you're pulling it through. Barely pulling it through here. We got something that's stuck, hold up. Let's get these unstuck. Here we go. Now we're gonna pull small cables through. Oh shoot, I done pulled too much through, man. God dang it. I done pulled the USB joints through on accident. And you know what? Let's just pull everything through. Shoot, forget it. Pull everything, and then we'll tuck the USBs back down inside of there once we're ready. Check it out. We got everything pulled through. Boom, this is how we looking like. Like I said, these two, we're gonna go ahead and sift back down into the same place where we just pull it out of, because these we're gonna want to exit. Well, it depends on where we want to exit at. I'm assuming not right near the daggone dashboard that you're gonna install. So you put them back down, and we're gonna, you know, sift them through this little piece that I removed or whatever. That way you can put your little phone right here, connect it, whatever type of little charging you want to do, you can get it done, okay? Cool, so I got one through already. Now the other one right here, we're gonna pull it all the way through, boom. Like I said, I got these two sitting down here. What I'm gonna do is tuck it right underneath of here, right underneath the radio. We can figure out what to do with them afterwards, okay? So now all we gotta do is make sure everything's here, boom, yep, we're good. Now we're gonna take this and we're gonna put the new dashboard up here and let's plug it in, okay? Before we slide anything in or any, you know, other stuff, we're gonna make sure this thing actually works first, okay? So we got our dash right here, our new dash that we're gonna be installing here in a second. Now, if you're gonna install a SIM joint, you wanna have like 4G, 5G, whatever, out and about. Actually, I think it only goes up to 4G. But if you wanna install a SIM card in here, which I'm not gonna do, but if you do wanna do it, here's the thing right here. It's a SIM. You're gonna slide that to the right, lift that up, and you can install your SIM card right inside of there. I'm not gonna do it, so I'm gonna leave this tie on top of it. That way it doesn't get all, you know, all over the place. And I'm not gonna put anything in there. I'm gonna leave whatever's in there, leave it in there. Now what we're gonna do is lift this up. Be really careful. You don't wanna jank the screen up. Boom, lay it down nice and careful. And we're gonna start plugging stuff in the back of it right here. Let's see, so this is gonna go in here. Boom, make sure it clicks in there. This one is gonna go, got a lot of little cables all over the place. in here. Boom. The little harness that we tucked back inside the thing, we're gonna go ahead and take it back out. Turns out we do need it. And we're gonna go ahead and put this blue piece right here where, oh, my bad, there we go. We're gonna put this blue piece, connector, I mean, here, boom. And then this black one, I believe we just let sit to the side. Now we're gonna take this bigger piece right here, and we're gonna take this connector that came with our aftermarket kit, and we're gonna click these two together. Boom, once you click those two together, then you're gonna take these two yellow pieces and snap those in together, okay? It's gonna look just like this right here. And now we also have the optional, if you wanna connect the GPS to this, I'm gonna go ahead and do it just because, you know, just glue it to the back or whatever. And then we've also got this piece right here. You can attach both of these via these connectors right here. You just screw them on nice and tight. Now this also includes a microphone so that you can do via CarPlay or, you know, phone, Bluetooth, whatever, you can talk. So I'm gonna go ahead and install this, but I'm gonna keep this down here with these USBs because I think I'm gonna mount it somewhere around here in this area, because I can mount it up here on the window or even here, but it's mounted via double-sided sticky tape that it has here. I don't want to mount it here because we're in Arizona in the hot sun. All this is going to do is melt, then eventually fall down or get brittle. And then plus, typically I found from mounting it up top of here, you get a lot of wind noise. So I'm going to go ahead and mount mine a little bit lower, somewhere around this area once we get everything put together. But like I said, we're going to go ahead and there's a cable on the back of here that you're going to connect this inside of the microphone. Boom, click that in. And then now on this end, you've got the mic. I'm gonna go ahead and sift the mic down inside that same hole, down inside of there, and pull it out right along with these that we just pulled out. So I believe we got everything put together correctly. Like I said, I double-sided sticky tape this GPS thing here. This thing, I've got to look up what this actually is, but I just went ahead and connected it anyway. What I'll most likely do is double-sided sticky tape that to somewhere, maybe just let it hang, you know, skinny enough. And what this cable here is, this is the only cable that we have that's not connected to something. This one, and then, you know, this one down here. But I believe this came with the aftermarket thing, obviously. And I translated this with my iPhone, and this says 360 box something view or something like that. So I'm assuming this is for like the 360 camera. If you have the 360, you know, camera thing on your dash, if you have the ability to look at your 360 cam, this is what this would connect to. But since I don't have that, we're gonna go ahead and tuck this down, you know, out of the way. Now, this is the moment of truth. We're gonna go ahead and sit this straight up and down. Be careful not to scratch your screen or your dashboard. I'm not gonna screw anything in just yet. Make sure you don't pinch any cables. See how that one's laying down on top of the cable? Make sure you don't pinch any of the cables here. Boom, boom. I'm just gonna leave it literally just like this. You see how it's nice and big? Wow, that's nice. Plug in this ignition thing right here. How it was plugged in before, right into this little hole right there. All right, that little cables, we're gonna plug that into here. We're gonna put the battery back on, and we're gonna go ahead and click the start stop and see if this turns on, if everything works. If that works, and it's really straightforward from here, all we gotta do is put those two 10mm nuts on here, put that 10mm screw back there. This kit actually came with its own rear piece. So you put its own rear piece on. The front piece, which I have right here, you just, you know, slide back inside of there. Once you get those bolts on and click, 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 boom, slide those in there. And then same process with this. You slide this in there, boom. In the end, we did not need to take out this screw or the other one down there. Other one down there, I'm gonna try to use my magnetic fisher, you know, tool thing and try to get it, rescue it from down below there. And yeah, y'all just click all the trim pieces back on, just like how we, you know, took them off. Any issues or anything like that, I'll go ahead and let you guys know as far as me putting everything back together. But most importantly, let's crank this ride up. Let's put the battery back on, crank the ride up, and see if this daggone thing actually works. Prayers up, y'all. All right, guys, so we all rocking and rolling. I'm about to double-sided sticky tape this microphone to the inside of here. What I did was I sifted it through, you know, all this right here. You can kind of see it sticking out. Boom, everything works good. The AC and everything pops up on the dashboard. So we got, you know, CarPlay on here, and then right here, where you swipe over and touch this right here. Oh, there we go. Boom, look. What does this button do? Oh, I think I turned the screen off. Anyway, y'all. So, it's all ready to rock. Boom. Everything's connected. I got these two cables down here. Boom, I was able to click this back in. You know, Thanks for watching, y'all.
Prompt dummy.